Here to break down the phone call is Shen Dingli, a professor at Fudan University's Institute of International Studies. Dingli, thank you for joining us first. And second, Xi and Trump had a very good call, right? But what does this all mean for the rest of the world?
Well, I think China wants to send a clear message that it wants to sustain the momentum from Busan meeting. The two leaders have assured the world that China-U.S. could well manage their trade relationship and overall strategic partnership. This has a particular impact on the recent China-Japan tension, which focuses on Taiwan issue, that China wants to stick to the founding principle of the United Nations, that Taiwan and China are parts of the integral China, and current Taiwan is a part of the entire China.
Yes, and you just spoke about Taiwan being an integral part of China. China says, adding to your point, China has said the question is part of the post-war order, right? A post-war World II order. How can both countries unentangle all this now?
Well, U.S. matters a lot because the U.S. has worked very hard during the Second World War to help China to revert Taiwan from Japan. And the U.S. has, since the end of the Second World War, U.S. has modified its position a bit. During Korean War time, U.S. stated that the status of Taiwan is uncertain, pending upon the settlement of the Korean War. And after that, the U.S. has made lots of efforts to rebuild its relation with China, still using ambivalent language during the three communiques between Washington and Beijing. China is unsatisfied, and the U.S. still is sending weapons to Taiwan to say U.S. could only accept a peaceful settlement of the question. But in China's view, we strive for the peaceful unification, but not a peaceful settlement. But the peaceful reunification, the only end is reunification, but China would maintain all possibility, would not relinquish non-peaceful means to attain its dear reunification.
And Dingli, the presidents covered a lot of ground, right? They talked trade, Ukraine, semiconductors. Are they really moving the bilateral relationship forward or just listing problems? What do you take of this?
All you mentioned are parts of the problem. And they have spent 5 rounds of negotiation, last round in Kuala Lumpur, that has been endorsed in Busan. But still, it remains to be seen how the two countries would implement their goodwill in all these areas, chips, semiconductors, and also strategic minerals, as well as airplane engine and chips, electronic design, software, etc. The future road toward next April, when President Trump possibly would visit China for his second term, could still be uncertain and be turbulent. So the two countries need to maintain close, high-level contact to assure each side is implementing their goodwill. Therefore, they would have the trust and they would have the predictability. The relationship would be relevantly smooth.
Shen Dingli, thank you so much.